Hey guys, welcome back to We Watched a Movie. I am Mike, and this is every horror movie dropping on streaming today in the year of our Dark Lord, December the 1st, 2025. Cyber Monday, as it were. All those deals look like absolute poop. You ever notice that it's just the same thing on Amazon Prime as it was during Black Friday? It's just me? I don't know. Anyways, on Netflix, another crop dust from Netflix of horror movies, barely anything whatsoever. We've got Brightburn, James Gunn's dark take on Superman, which is pretty good. Hollow Man, which is a song by an awful band called Trapped with a T at the end of it, and also a Kevin Bacon horror movie that's, I don't know, it happened. What Lies Beneath? If you're looking for a sexy good time between Harrison Ford and Michelle Pfeiffer, you can catch those three movies dropping today on Netflix. On HBO Max, Shin Godzilla is going to be on there, and listen, I haven't seen it, so I don't have anything I can say about it, but I love -1, and people tell me I need to watch it, and maybe I will now that it's on HBO Max. But that's it for HBO Max. That's the only movie that they have. Over on Tubi, you've got a little bit bigger of a load, and it starts with Bram Stoker's Dracula, speaking of old, crusty, sexy time, and Gary Oldman in Honey Buns. Child's Play 2019 is going to be on there, the remake. You know what? It wasn't nearly as bad as we thought it was going to be. I still don't feel the need to ever watch it again, except for maybe for Aubrey Plaza. Fright Night is going to be on Tubi as well, an absolute classic. And even if it's not, if it's the remake, I don't know which one it is, but the Colin Farrell one, that one's pretty good too. You've got Open Water, which is a movie that's extremely boring, but my God, the cover of that movie is haunting. And also the idea of being stuck in the open water is one of my biggest fears. And Sharks, still a really boring movie, even all those things being said, but it got a lot of critical praise when it came out. Poltergeist 2, The Other Side's going to come out with this scary old man. That's the kind of guy that comes up to your kid in like the Christmas store when you're shopping. It's like, oh, well, she's nice, I'm gonna squeeze her cheeks, and you're gonna miss it when it's gone. And I'm like, please. Your breath smells like KFC mashed potatoes and you're scaring us. Poltergeist 3, on the other hand, is not a good movie. It takes place in a giant skyscraper full of mirrors, and if you ever just wanted to watch a movie for 2 hours and hear someone say Carol Ann 376,000 times over and over again, this is the movie for you. I'll pass. But also coming to Tubi, which already has a plethora of crazy horror movies, and I picked out the 10 scariest ones. I'll put that at the end of this video for sure. They also have The People Under the Stairs, which is one of the all-time greatest horror movies that has ever been made. And if you haven't seen it, that is the movie you gotta watch today. Wes Craven's The People Under the Stairs. Funny, freaky, and manages to still be scary, and just a badass movie. They don't make them like that anymore. Actually, they kind of do. I mean, if you look at movies like Weapons and stuff like that, if you're into those kind of movies, then you like People Under the Stairs. You're watching this, you've seen it. What am I talking about? Over on Peacock, only one new horror edition is added this weekend. It's 10 Cloverfield Lane. Dan Trachtenberg, who just directed Prey Badlands, directed that, and it wasn't written as a Cloverfield movie, but they saw the script and they said, let's 23 skidoo this bitch and make it a Cloverfield movie, and that's what they did. But it's still got a good performance by John Goodman in it, and it is all right. Paramount Plus has a few. I think Paramount Plus wins the day. If you're looking for horror movies, because they added a plethora of good shit. 30 Days of Night, Josh Hartnett, vampire movie, not perfect, but it's got some cool shit in it for sure. American Psycho, an absolute horror classic, obviously. But let's see what Paul Allen's card says. Green Room is absolute classic. A punk band gets stuck, trapped in a shitty concert place by a bunch of neo-Nazis that are trying to murder them. And they're all led by Patrick fucking Stewart, of all people. Yeah, Professor X. A House at the End of the Street. This seems like it's added to a different service. It's just a hoe like Lane Kiffin, just being added to different services every single week. And as I'll say the same thing, it's not any good, but Jennifer Lawrence does run around the entire time in a very tight white tank top. So there's that. I See You is a movie that stars Helen Hunt in it. That's got some good surprises. You can't say anything about it or it'll actually ruin it. But if you've never seen it, it's totally worth a fun mystery horror watch to see how that turns out. Lake Placid, little alligator horror for you. Nightcrawler, one of the greatest films ever made in my opinion, because a friend is a friend you give yourself. I love that movie, and I watch it at least once, twice a year, because I'm a fucking freak like that. The Craft is going to be on there if you're looking for a little 90s witchy black lipstick horror. Evil Dead, the original 1981 classic Evil Dead, is going to be on there. The First Purge, which is not the first Purge movie, but a prequel. You don't need to watch it. The Fly is going to be on there, the classic Fly. Hey, here's a big one. The Prophecy. My dog is snoring so fucking loudly, and it's rude, and you're doing it with your eyes open, so I know that it's not a legit thing. A whole franchise is coming here, and this is awesome. The Prophecy 1 through 5. Now, hear me out. The Prophecy 1, still Christopher Walken, some wild Dungeons and Dragons, angels and devils shit that goes on through it. Good movie. Little slow at times. Weird as fuck. Absolute straight to DVD 90s vibe blast. That one didn't go straight to DVD, but it's totally worth watching if you're into spiritual horror. The Prophecy 2, so underrated. That movie is fucking fun. And Christopher Walken in full Christopher Walken mode. That might be the movie on here that you haven't seen that I'm going to recommend watching just for a fun time. It's not scary or anything, but I got to watch the rest of those movies. But it's fun that they have them all on there. The Shallows is going to be on there with Blake Lively. It's about a shark named Justin. And then Urban Legend, the original Urban Legend with Jared Leto before he was all coked out and shit, or whatever kind of patchouli he smokes now that's made him weird and crazy and walking around on stage handing out flowers to people for 20 minutes instead of playing fucking music. Some people just, they're born with a voice of an angel and they're born with the face of an angel, but deep down in their soul they're fucking putrid assholes. And maybe that's Jared Leto. I don't know. Maybe they've had too much coffee. Urban Legend, though, they're making a new one and I'm excited for it. Prime only has 2 new movies. It is Invasion of the Body Snatchers, classic 1978 film, and Zombieland. 2 fucking horror movies? That's it? Stick it up your ass, Amazon Prime. And that is all the horror movies coming to the main streamers. Now, YouTube just dropped a buttload of horror movies today. And I'm putting that video up right after this one. So make sure that you subscribe and click the bell so that you're notified. And I'm going to give all those movies to you. They have the best list on here. It's going to be fucking awesome. And that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching this, and we shall talk soon. Enjoy streaming the scaries. Shit.